Well, hey y'all, it's that time again. Time for another shave. Just about daily I shave. Did I shave yesterday? I can't remember. I think I did. Sometimes I forget, It becomes such a routine that you don't even remember exactly what you did. But today, we're trying something new. I just got something in the mail. It is the Sudsy Soapery. Let me read this. 100% all natural beef tallow, naturally slick shave soap, Blizzard. The limited edition Blizzard that just went on sale on the 29th and is now sold out. So I got in at the right time because it's got menthol in it, folks. It's got peppermint. It's got wintergreen. It's got a bit of pine. They said it's got a bit of honey. And you know me and peppermint and menthol. I gotta try it. And so I got it. And it just arrived today. So let's try it out. Let me open it up and smell it for you. It does smell. It smells like the wintergreen Altoids. I smell more wintergreen than peppermint. And wintergreen isn't my favorite. Peppermint, I'm all about the peppermint. And there is some menthol in there, so I'm hoping it's going to be enough. I'm hoping it's going to scratch that itch. Pacific Rush will not be used today, even though there's menthol in this, nor will I be using the original Barbasol, but I will be using it later for a use that you would normally recommend or people would turn their nose up at. You'll see in a video coming up. I just had this idea as I was getting ready for this. And if the menthol is not enough in the shaving cream, then I will use the Osage rub. Come to the rescue, Osage rub. All right, I'm going to use the that cool little synthetic that I got from West Coast Shaving, that gorgeous see-through blue handle. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I want that as like the make-out handle on my steering wheel. You know what I'm talking about? You young kids, you know what a make-out handle is? I think it's called a make-out knob, make-out handle. Anyway, so you could have your arm around your girl, and then you could turn the steering wheel with one hand. You'd have something like this attached to it. That's even before my time. I don't know why I know about that. Anyway, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use the Parker 99R that Nathan, another shout out to Nathan, sent to me. And instead of the Bic blade, which I have been using, and which are very good, I recommend those Bic blades. I'll show you what they look like. And they're cheap. You can get 100 of these off Amazon. Can you see that? It says Bic. For I think $14. So that'll last you a long time. And from what I understand, people that have used these a bunch, they say they get better as you use them. So I don't know. Could be apocryphal, could be true. But today I'm going to use my old standby feather blades because I know what these are like. And I haven't tried a feather blade in the Parker 99R yet. And I just so happen to have one already unwrapped. And this is why I like twist to open butterfly blades, because there's so much less work you have to do. You just drop that little, see that crazy shape? Look at that crazy shape. That always confused me when I was a kid. I would see that. I was like, why is it all those weird shapes? And so it can fit different razors. Like my old 1918 has these posts in it. And it'll go over those posts. Or if it's got a long bar like this, it'll go over those bars. So it's made to kind of be a universal thing. So it fits. That's why it's that weird shape. And all you do is put this over the top, drop it down, and then twist the bottom till it's tight. And normally what I like to do is then, instead of holding the head on the sides to tighten it more, because even the little edges of the razor, which stick out of each side, are sharp and will slice your finger. I usually like to put it in my towel and tighten it. I hold the head of the razor with my towel or, with whatever you have handy. So now it's ready to shave, ready to go. Let's see what this is like. So I haven't tried this Blizzard out yet. Like I said, it is now sold out. I guess I didn't know they did this. It's one of those things where they just make a limited quantity. And that's all she wrote. So let's give it a shot. I took a shower, I did my hair, put some water on my face. And let's see what happens. I'm going to get my little brush wet. Now, I don't like to use a bowl, so what I'm going to do is, this is a pretty soft shaving cream. I like to face lather, as you know. So I'm going to try to kind of stick it down in there and get some of the cream to stick to the bristles. Like enough so that when I put it on my face, it'll lather up nicely. And this is a pretty soft soap. Pretty soft cream. Yeah, I'm getting that wintergreen. So there's kind of a smear of it on there. I actually learned about this stuff from a fellow YouTube shaver who makes great videos, and his name is Kensurfs. So if you've never checked out his videos, he kind of feels like my vibe, but I think he has way more stuff. So if you want to, and he's like a super nice guy, and that's how I found out about this Blizzard. He was talking about it. They sent him an advanced copy, and so I was like, "Ooh, what is this? It's got menthol. It's got all these things. Let's see what happens when I lather it up." Yeah, I'm getting a lot more wintergreen than anything. And maybe a hint of pine. They say pine's in there. I got water dripping down my arm. I got too much water in the brush, but as I've said many times now with these synthetic brushes, man, they're much more forgiving than a Badger brush. And I haven't used Boar in a long time, so I can't speak on those. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much wintergreen for me. Because then it starts to sort of get medicinal almost. Kind of like what I don't remember which one I was talking about recently. Maybe the Pacific Rush. Or maybe there's something else. I can't remember. Anyway, it's not, I wish it was more peppermint. That's all I'm saying. I do feel the menthol though. That's nice. That's nice. It's making up for lack of peppermint in the menthol area. All right, let's just start to shave with this. I know this thing shaves so well. And I was so surprised because I never would have, It's hard to tell what razor to buy. You see people on YouTube with all these different razors, like the Merkur 34C and the Parker 99R and the this and the that and the Futura. And it's like you have no idea if you're going to like it. And so that's why it's so nice to have been gifted this razor and found out what a great razor it is, how great it shaves. And people have asked me if it's a good, or what's a good entry-level razor. I'd say this one is. Now, it's slightly more aggressive than maybe a first-time user should use. But for 25 to 30 bucks, and the build quality of it, and the size, it's got a nice long handle that you can really get a hold of, and that kind of grip texture. Doesn't slip. And it kind of has a retro look, which I like. And it shaves like butter. Or like beef tallow in this instance. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Beef tallow? I guess it's the way things have been done. I haven't really researched it. Somebody do some research and let me know about how long they've been using beef tallow in soap. Probably since forever, right? I'm sure it must make it more creamy and smooth. Ooh, it's making my eyes water. There's that menthol. I was watching Kensurfs video of him using this same shaving cream, and he was talking about the same thing, and here I am. I'm getting all teary-eyed, folks. I'm getting all teary-eyed for you. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. For your Oscar consideration, Sinatra Linen shaves with Blizzard shaving soap. Now, I'm hoping not to nick myself, because last time I used this with the Bic blade, I had a few nicks. I think I was kind of going a little crazy. Actually, you know what? After this first pass, I think the Bic blades worked better than these feather blades. There's some food for thought. That's another thing, you just never know. You never know. And that's why, actually, you can, let me wash my face, hold on. Put some more shaving cream. Go for a second pass. If you go to places like, West Coast Shaving or other shaving supplies online, you can buy sample packs of razor blades. So you don't have to buy 100 of one blade, only to find out that you don't like it. You can try, they have different gift packs with several different kinds, and then once you zero in on the one you want, you're good to go. You're golden. This is making my eyes water more than I expected. I just wish it wasn't so wintergreeny. Dagnabbit. That's the only thing that I don't like about it so far. It is doing a great smooth lather, and it's got the menthol that I like. but I'm not in love with the scent. I really enjoy the margaritas in the Arctic scent much better with the, what is it? It's like lime, like a margarita, like lime and orange, more citrus. That's more up my alley, I guess, than wintergreen and pine. I like the lime, not the pine. Forgot to puff out the cheeks. I don't know if that helps, but it seems like it does. So you know what else I got in the mail today? Well, first, Sudsy Soapery sent me this along with it. It's a little aftershave. It's Lemon Rose Chyper, C-H-Y-P. No, it's broken. It's broken. No, it's not broken. There it is. It smells a little weird. This is not my style either, but thanks for sending me. That's a cute little bottle. I like that. I will definitely send that on in my Pay It Forward video. Anyway, I got that in the mail. I got this shaving soap in the mail. I got a sample of another shaving soap, which is also full of menthol. Guys, I'm going to have an intervention. A menthol intervention. I can quit anytime I want. I don't want to quit. I'm filling my life with menthol. Good thing I don't smoke. I'd be smoking menthol cigarettes. So, I got the Blizzard. I got this other shaving soap that I'll show later. It's just a sample. It's just a little tiny sample. But the third thing I got in the mail has nothing to do with shaving and everything to do with my youngest son, who was given an ant farm for his birthday recently. Now, the ant farm, when you buy it, it comes with the plastic farm. Oh, there's a little nick. All right, gotta be more careful. Go with a lighter hand. Go the Eric Clapton route. Slow hand. Go a little slower. Pay more attention. Normally, you guys won't be talking and staring into an iPhone when you shave, so be more careful than I am. Anyway, when you get the ant farm, you just get the farm. You get the plastic thing with the little white sand that you put in it. It looks exactly as it did in the 1950s. And but there's no ants. So you have to send away for the ants, which I did. Have you ever known anyone that actually sent away for ants for an ant farm? I never have. I've never seen anybody with an ant farm. Anyway, the ants arrived today in a tiny little tube. Luckily, I didn't mistake it for some sort of shaving product and put it all over my face. It was, no, it said live creatures inside in the envelope. It said open immediately, and there was a tiny little plastic tube full of these ants. I think they're harvester ants. Anyway, so you're supposed to put them in the refrigerator for 15 minutes to kind of calm them down and make them docile and make them kind of sleepy, so that when you open the top, they don't just like jump out and attack you and your family. I'm gonna do one more pass. So I get them out, put them in the fridge, 15 minutes. Take them out. And the tube that they give you is a little bit bigger than the opening in the top of the ant farm. So I'm trying to squeeze the tube to get it into the opening to dump the ants in, and I don't want to squish the ants when I'm doing that. And I also shouldn't have done it on the kitchen counter when I was doing this, because a few of those old guys got loose. And they started crawling around on the counter, sluggishly, mind you, because they'd been in the fridge, which was a great idea. And I was able to get them all. I was able to catch them all, luckily, without killing any of them, and without losing any of them, I think. I'll let you know in the next video if like a giant ant pops up in breakfast tomorrow, but I think I got them all. And then I can clean the counter down with 409 to get any, ant droppings. Do they have ant droppings? I don't know. They're so small, you'd never know. Anyway, I got them all in there. It took me a long time. I picked them up with some paper. They crawled onto that. I put them in the ant farm. They kept trying to crawl out of the top. I finally got them all in, and I closed the top. And they had recommended putting like a little piece of fruit in there for them because, they had a long journey through the mail. Pardon me. Menthol. Menthol. And I put a little slice of grape in there, and they are currently going nuts on that grape. They'll love it. Grape nuts? Anyway, that's my farm story. You never know what you're going to get in the mail on a daily basis, do you? I got a couple more nicks down here. I haven't been very careful as I've been regaling you with stories of ant escape. Pardon me, my goodness, I don't know. Did I breathe in an ant? Oh, I don't know. Okay, I got a few little nicks. This razor I did notice that unlike my Rockwell, because it is more aggressive, it is more prone to nicks. And I guess, but man, it shaves close, baby. Shaves close, baby. That's a Sinatra kind of thing. Ring-a-ding-ding. Pardon me, my goodness, I think it's the menthol. You're not supposed to ingest it. You're just supposed to apply it to the epidermis. I'm trying to get all aspects of my problem areas. All right. I'm not going to do any more. That's enough. I'm seeing little nicks show up here and there. Let me wash my face off. Ooh, that's cold. Woo! It's like a blizzard on my face. It's like snowing on Raton. Oh, man. Ooh, that's cold. Wow. That's like an Osage rub kind of cold. You don't feel it till you put the cold water on afterwards. Wow. Oh, baby. That is good stuff. The scent, I'm still not crazy about, but I love the menthol. What's a boy to do? I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling for problem areas, but that's enough. I'm not going to overshave. And here's what you do. You kind of wash off the razor with these twist to opens. Here's what I do, at least. Then I twist to open it. And then I leave it like that to dry. Right there in between the Fat Boy and the Rockwell. You can't see it. Believe me, it's right there. And, okay, let me dry off. Should I go with the rub? As old Bill Shakespeare once said, aye, there's the rub. I'm going to shuffle off this mortal coil and 1,000 slings and arrows that, all that stuff you forgot about in English class. We're going with the rub. We're going to add insult to injury here. We're going full menthol. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, with a more aggressive blade, you can feel the rub afterwards a lot more. Man, that's an interesting scent. I like it. It clicks with me. It's good stuff. Now, I'm probably going to have a couple of little... Yeah, you gotta do this. The self-flagellation. Penance for my sins. Shaving sins, that is. I'm sure there'll be a couple little nicks that I'll have to take care of, but I'm not going to bother you with that. Anyway, coming up soon, I've got some real opinions on this. What's inside this case here? You know what this is. This is a strop. This is a leather case. Things are going to get real serious around here when that baby comes out. And you know what I'm talking about. A lot of you already know. Gird your loins. It's not going to be a bloodbath, but it might be. There, that's enough. No more slapping. No more slapping, no more shaving. I'm done for the day. Looking around. I guess that's it. I guess that's all she wrote. Thank you, Blizzard. Well, thank me for buying the Blizzard. That's it. And keep watching. Keep commenting. I read them all, even if I can't comment to every single one of them. If you have any questions or anything else, let me know. And I'm going to keep making more. Got a lot of stuff in the pipeline to show you and to share with you. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me again. See you later.